Good morning, ladies. Now that we've talked a little bit about our nail prep, let's talk about how we actually go ahead and apply our wraps. I have some tools here that I'm going to go over that I really recommend that you have. First is my mini heater. I love my mini heater. My first application I did with my hairdryer, and it was a little bit awkward. It worked, but it was awkward. So if you decide to get a mini heater, you won't regret it. I have an orange stick, and this I use to lift my wrap off of the backing. I have a rubber cuticle pusher, and I use this to apply lots of pressure onto my nail wraps so that I get a really good adhesion. I have a pair of scissors that I use to cut my wrap in half with. I have a file, and I have a pair of nail clippers. I use all of these when I am applying my wraps, and I can't recommend these any higher. They're great. Next is I have my wrap. Your wrap is on a plastic backing, and I've already put one on, so I'm going to do the other one. And the plastic backing is so that you can match your wrap to the right nail. You don't want your wrap to be too big. If it's touching any of your cuticle or your skin, it will lift and fall off, and then you'll be very sad, and I will be very sad for you. So I've already matched up my wrap to my nail, and I know this one fits. If you have to go a little bit small, embrace the gap, okay? Embrace the space. It's okay. All right? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the wrap off of the plastic backing with my orange stick. And this is so I don't touch the adhesive on the bottom, because the oils from your fingers can break down the adhesive and then it won't stick very well. A little bit of hair. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is heat the back of my wrap. So I'm going to place my wrap adhesive side in front of my mini heater, and it'll start to curl. And once it starts curling, you'll know it's ready. Okay, it just started curling. So then I'm going to take and line it up with the cuticle edge of my finger nail. Okay, I'm doing this with my left hand, so we'll see how well I do. Okay, so avoiding the cuticle, line it up nice and centered. Okay, and now it's just sitting on my finger. I haven't pressed it down. I haven't put any pressure on there. The first part I want to do is right down the center. So starting at the cuticle, give it a little bit of pressure and press down the center of your wrap. If you don't press down the center towards the tip first, you'll end up with a pucker right at the end of your tip, and that's very annoying. Okay, now that that's attached, I'm going to go from the cuticle down around the sides, pressing from the middle out. And this will help keep you from getting puckers around the edges of your nails. Okay, so you can do that to both sides, from cuticle around the side to the tip. Okay, and once it's nice and adhered, you can apply pressure all over. And then I'm going to heat the wrap up again for just a few seconds, 3 to 5, not very long. Okay, and now I'm going to use my rubber pusher, and I'm just going to apply a lot of pressure. Okay, just straight from my cuticle all the way down to the ends, to the tips, making sure to focus around those edges so that you get a really nice application. Otherwise, you might get some lifting, and you don't want that. Okay, so now that it is nice and applied, I'm going to trim my nail a little bit and my wrap. I'm going to cut down my wrap a little bit because it's really long. So I'm just going to trim that down so my clippers can get to it a little bit better. And I'm just going to trim it up, cutting the wrap and my nail all at the same time. Okay. Now I like to put pressure right on the corners again after I do that, because sometimes my clippers will lift it a little bit. And now it's nice and applied. Now what you want to do is take your file, and you're going to file at a 90-degree angle from the top down. Never go from the bottom up, because you'll just lift the wrap up, and you don't want that either. So we're going to go straight down, and we're going to remove any excess that clipping or trimming didn't get rid of. Okay, and you can form your nail a little bit with that as well. Okay, now you can stop here, and my wrap is nice and applied. Looks really good. There's no ripples or bumps, but I use my hands all the time. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I'm always busy cleaning, playing, whatever. And I use my hands a lot. So I like to then take my file and go at a little bit of a 45-degree angle, and I file just the tip of the wrap down a smidgen so that I can see a little bit of my nail. And that keeps the wrap away from the tips of my nails so that when I pick things up or scrape things, I'm scraping my nail and not the wrap. Okay. And all I can see is a tiny sliver. You'll never even notice it. And my wrap is nice and attached, and it looks great. All right, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please ask me. I am here to help you, and I will love to help you troubleshoot if you have any issues. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.